Hi, this is Mark from Groupable, and today I'm going to go over how M2 handles local financials. And we're going to go over basically what the financial features are, what they aren't, because it's important to understand it and the rationale behind what we do and how the features work. It will make it so they understand why it's there, and it's going to make it a lot easier to grasp how the pieces fit together. So one of the most important concepts to understand is that the financial features that are in M2 are not a bookkeeping system. That is not what it is really focused on. It was not the purpose of it when we built it. What it really is a financial control system, because it's all about providing your local group with the proper tools to know that all the money that's going through your organization is being handled properly. So to do that, M2 tracks all the receipts and the authorizations to disperse funds from your organization. So it's not really about recording necessarily the check, it's about recording the authorization. It's not about recording the deposits, recording what the member gave, how it got recorded, what income category, and then given to someone to actually put in the bank. So we'll go over what those roles are, and there are two main roles that we recognize within how the financial system in M2 works. And the first one is what we call the controller. And the controller receives all the funds paid to the local group. They also document all the authorizations to disperse those funds for the local group, and they record who the payee is, what the category, what the purpose is. Also on the receipt side, we record, is it a dues payment, is it a donation, or payment for a dinner? So we have both on the income and the expense side what it goes to. Then the treasurer, that's the person who actually controls the bank accounts for the local group. And he's the one who deposits those funds, and he's the one that actually issues those checks. So let's go through how you receive money. So the controller would record the funds that are given by a member to the local group. He records that receipt, and he gives the funds to the treasurer. The treasurer deposits it in the bank. So now the money's in the bank. So now we got to spend some money. So let's say you have a meeting and the group authorizes the disbursement of some funds for a purpose. So the controller records that authorization, and they give a copy of the authorization to the treasurer, and the treasurer goes ahead and writes out a check to the payee. So M2 provides all of the controller's functions. That's what it does. So receiving those funds, recording the receipt, that's your member payments and non-member payments that you can record in the system. Giving the funds to the treasurer, that's the cash to treasurer function, records all the money that the controller has given to the treasurer. Then we've got the expense side. We record all the authorizations to disperse funds as what we call a voucher. And then you can print that out, or in the future, we'll also be able to email that or actually have it be a notification within the system in Finances 2.0 that we're working on. And you give that basically give that authorization to the treasurer so they can actually execute it and send out the payment. So why do all of this? It's all about financial accountability. And every transaction, if you use the system that we outline here, there are multiple people involved in every single one of them. Every transaction, multiple people have visibility to what's going on. So all the transactions have checks and balances. So if you do this, and the treasurer, he's got his set of books, however he keeps them. Then you got the set of books that are in M2 for the controller. At the end of the year, your audit committee, and I hope you have an audit committee, they can compare the books of the controller and the treasurer, and they should match. If they don't, then you have a problem. You can go figure out what that is. But with the visibility and the transparency, M2 helps you protect the financial integrity of your local group, that makes sure that every dollar is where it's supposed to be, that it was received, recorded, and then dispersed on an authorization by the members. So that's what we do. If you understand that, it will make understanding the financial functions in M2 much, much clearer.